Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasis. With me is Artosis. Today's going a little bit quicker than we expected, but it's been very entertaining and very skilled games nonetheless.
Kid's been owning up, man.
It's true. It's true.
And this next match is going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Games are just getting better and better. Inca is so damn smart. I just can't say it enough. I like the way he handled himself in game number 1 specifically. Game number 2, I just felt like Inca was good, but it was like the Terran didn't seem to... He seemed to have no confidence in his strategy.
None. He had no idea what was going on, really.
Yeah.
He got played in both games.
He got played. He got punked.
Yeah.
Asher Kitcher ran out. He was like, oh, my God, I punked you. That's what happened.
Like, no. Oh,
no. So pretty exciting games there. But Inca really way above his opponent there. Gateway Prime's good.
No,
he did beat Clyde.
It's too bad that Clyde did those builds because I
know. I would have
loved to see that
matchup. I would have
matchup.
loved to have seen that, man.
Clyde versus Inca would have been great. But anyways, on to our next game. Next Genius, BlizzCon World Champion. An amazing player. We casted him all weekend. It seems like the only thing we did all weekend was actually cast Next Genius.
And it seems like the week before that and the week after that, all we've done is cast. It's all we do, man.
I know.
It's all we do. We love it.
Crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
But he's going to be going up against Gilja, a.k.a. Sync.
Yes.
And, I mean, I know a lot about Sync, man. This guy was the Spark Terran from StarCraft I, a very strong Terran back in the days. Even has an OSL championship. Just a great player. I remember back in the day, Sem and I used to observe him against Breezecuda all the time. He loved Marine Medic against Protoss even.
I know, it's so
great
badass.
Marine Medic
I love
user.
that. Yeah.
An amazing player, and I cannot wait to see his StarCraft II skills, especially against a new school StarCraft I pro turned world champion at BlizzCon. I mean, this is actually like a sick matchup we're about to watch. And Sync is like Hope Torture was early last season, where no one's really thinking about him. They're like, well, no, he's really good, but no one's actually naming him as like one of these players. But this guy's actually a champion from StarCraft I, so...
Of course, Sync, using the ID Gilja, he'll be on the right side of our screen here.
Oh, my God.
And on the next side of the screen is going to be Next Genius.
Yeah. I have to say, looking at Sync right now makes me feel so old, man. I have been in the StarCraft community for about 12 years since the game came out. I have known this guy forever as a player, and he looks so much older than when I remember watching him.
I know.
It is something else, man, making me feel old.
Well, it's kind of cool to see such a difference here in the age of the players.
Yeah,
here.
to watch these kids
grow up. We don't have those
up
stupid rules in StarCraft I that made it so much more difficult to get into the pro gaming scene when you were older.
Yeah.
So much more inaccessible.
In fact, teams actually refuse to draft old players. So
I know.
If you were actually even 20 years old, the odds of you being drafted, no matter how good you were almost zero.
I know.
The ridiculousness of the StarCraft I pro gaming scene.
It's messed up.
Here we are where anyone can enter, including this old guy that's been playing forever.
This dinosaur.
He is, man. He is a dinosaur. There's no question about that.
Here's the map lineup. We got Blistering Sands for map number 1. Map number 2 is El Naga Caverns. And finally, for map number 3, we got Scrap Station.
That's right. Now the maps are moved from Next Genius, Steps of War, and Delta Quadrant. Yeah, close maps. Doesn't want to play them against Terran. From Gilja, a.k.a. Sync, Jungle Basin, and Steps of War. Steps of War, that's an interesting one. Jungle Basin, yeah, Terrans don't like that against Protoss so much. There's a lot of ways to warp units into the Terran base, and a couple ramps you have to defend, so have to be careful with that one.
Don't forget, Next Genius, as Artosis has already said, did win BlizzCon. He has to be feeling incredibly confident playing against an audience that is easily the largest StarCraft II audience, as in a studio audience we've ever seen. That was a convention hall with literally, I believe, 30,000 people in there.
Yeah,
so,
no,
and there was played on every
sick
screen.
amounts
of
people.
Yeah.
But he won that. He played it like a pro forward loner in the finals. Had to win 2 best 3s in a row. Did it not with ease, but he did it well, man. I mean, that guy played like a monster. I have no doubt he's going to play even better here today.
For sure, for sure.
He is on home turf, and
home turf
there's not
advantage.
a huge amount of people. Well, there's a huge amount of people, but compared to BlizzCon, there is like no one here.
That's true. I mean, it's got to be like a step down here, even though we have so many viewers tuning in, of course.
Yeah.
Really, when you think about it.
He doesn't see them unless he's Neo, so.
Unless he's in the Matrix.
Yeah, man. Unless he like looks in the camera lens and like he sees
the
numbers.
He could be Neo at this point in time. He was so good in the BlizzCon finals.
He was.
Winning 2 base versus 2 base. Colossus poking, backing up. Very nice.
Yeah, definitely. But it's Sync, man. This guy, if anyone can kill Colossus with Marine Marauder, it's him. So let's get started. It's time.
And we are off. The gates are open. Up here at the top right, the champion of the BlizzCon.
Next Genius.
Beat me to it. BlizzCon finals here. Next Genius.
There's no turning back, Tasteless.
There's no turning back now. Down here, player formerly known as Sync. And he is a pro gamer. His name is Gilja.
A lot of fans out there for him. I guess a lot of people remember Sync. That's not something I thought would happen.
Some people are old like you, Artosis.
Some people are.
Some people are.
We should respect those people for being old.
It's okay. I got you a golden walker you can use to get back to the subway when the games are done.
Says the kid 1 year younger than me.
Listen, Grandpa, you just need to chill out, all right? Now we got a gateway on the way out very soon. Probably going to be on 12. That's standard timing. Depot place here. I like this. Note, this does create a small wall between here and the depot. So if the scouting probe is running around from the back like this, and it's been sunk, he can raise it back up, trap the probe, and maybe catch him.
Yeah, that's a good move. We've seen people do that. And, that's just one of those little tiny things that you take into consideration when you are a top player. Well, let's put up some production tabs, see how that's going. They're both producing everything they produce every single game at this time. But, once they get that first stalker out, and they also get that first or second Marine out to chase away that probe and SCV, they'll start their tech routes, and we'll get to see exactly what these guys have planned for each other.
Orbital command should be on after the 15th SCV is out. And the barracks is complete.
That's right, making that Marine right away. Making that orbital command right away. Cybernetics cord going up.
I like the placement of the pylons here. This one may force Terran to scan here for tech. And, of course, you can even hide tech back here.
Yeah.
That's one problem for Terran on Blistering Sands. There's a lot of places to hide tech.
Yeah, there definitely are.
You kind of have to use your instinct to figure out where you need to scan to spot it, unless, of course, you do float a factory. We have seen Terran players hide their factory over here in this region or around this region and then float into the base to spot stuff.
It's a very windy map. A lot of possibilities in the early game. And we do have that first stalker being pushed out quite quickly.
Looks like we do have Marine against probe over here. The probe.
Some fancy probe micro getting out of there, it looks like.
Looks like he did manage to move him around over in this region over here by the bushes. Is he going to get out? It'd be very helpful if he got out.
Healing for the win.
He's got to go, 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 go.
I got to get out of here.
Marine's like, dude, I'm tired, man. I'm going home.
That probe, he got a lot of information. He saw the second barracks.
And he can now control the Zelnaga watchtower over here.
Yeah. Life of a probe. We have now, it looks like, I think he right-clicked.
That's got to be a mistake. He's going to probably fix that.
That's definitely not why he made a Reaper. It's like, you know what would kill the destructible rocks really fast? A Reaper.
I just want to have 2 entrances to my base here.
Yeah,
what is he doing?
I think he definitely tried to click it down. But, yeah, I don't know. What can I say? Anyways, I'm sure he'll find that soon and go
Unless he's going to do a timing attack here from these 3 barracks.
Yeah, if you're going to go 3 barracks, you do want to kill that because it's going to be a much quicker rally to get out. And it looks like, in fact, that was what he meant to do.
Yeah, excuse us. We haven't seen a strategy quite like this. But
normally with that first Reaper, you go and do a little bit of scouting and prepare for what you see. But no, he actually got a Reaper out really quick to help kill these rocks. And
so at first, I had refused to believe that's actually why he was doing it. It's kind of unheard of.
It's quite weird, but you know what? This guy, I bow to him on anything Marine related. You know, this guy used to engage Reavers, not Reapers, but Reavers all the time with Marine Medic. Something that was so hard to do back in the day.
Now, take a look here. He's going to spot. He sees the Reaper, and he sees the army.
And that single stalker says, oh, I don't beat that. I think I'll run. And it looks like he's going to go over here and kill this. And there is, in fact, an observer out, so the observer is going to see exactly what's happening. And he's going to realize, uh-oh, this guy is rushing me.
Yeah, Terran doesn't win with this rush. This is going to be bad.
Yep. Getting ready. He does have 3 sentries. So he can to do some good blocking. But with 3 barracks play, a lot of units are coming out here.
And 4 soon.
Concussive grenades are almost done. Stim is already done.
He needs an immortal ASAP. He might even want to start making his gateways back here.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Tasteless. If you lose some gateways, then you're in a lot of trouble. But if they're warp gates, they can be behind your minerals. Doesn't matter. Oh, look at this. He's going to make him pull some units over here to deal with that. And he just runs right up. He had Stim to get in there. And it looks like a very important battle right here, going for that portal, and he gets it. But a lot of damage being done to Gilja's army here.
Well, the Reaper was killed. Attack is deflected. Not entirely sure if Sync is in a great position. Brother Gilja.
I'm surprised he's coming down, but it works. Beautiful forest fields. Traps those Marauders and cleans them up very easily. That was actually really nice by Next Genius. I thought it was a mistake at first until he just cast those beautiful forest fields to trap them in with the Zealots.
I don't know if this attack is going to work.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of spent.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
And especially with another Immortal out.
Yeah, the Immortal's so strong against Marauders.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't get target fired down, it just, the damage it deals racks up. Gets that plus damage and goes up to 50 against Marauders. 3 shots them.
Now we've got our Terran player is going to peek over here. Make sure he didn't, in fact, expand. Scans, takes out the Observer.
Nice. Good choice there. Doesn't want Next Genius to really know which ramp he's going to come up. Can totally fake him out like this. Next Genius poking down the ramp. Check in. Are you over here? Oh, no, you're going over there? Okay, I'm going
Where is he?
He has got a couple Immortals. I love the Immortals being mixed in. Really do help so much.
Oh, yeah, Immortals are such great units.
They 3-shot both Marines and Marauders.
Yeah.
Of course, better if you target them on the Marauders, though.
Well, somebody's going to have to expand. They're both stuck one basing.
Factory going up for...
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Why did he do that?
Oh, wow. That's a small ramp. You got to be so careful with that. And some Zealots dying, but not a whole lot else. I do feel like Next Genius keeps on coming out on top. You know, he's got this, he's got more tech. He's got better probe count right now. If we take a look at the unit counts, you see 39 probes against 32 SCVs. And sneaking out now. He wants a real engagement.
Yeah, he's ready for this. Nice force fields.
Oh my, here he goes. And he has those Immortals doing sick damage to the Marauders. Marauders falling so quickly, but a lot of units still for Gilja.
As you can see, Protoss really didn't suffer very much damage there. As far as the Terran goes, these units are pretty wounded.
Yeah, those are really damaged units. I think we are going to see some medevacs pop out pretty quickly here. We look at the production tab. Yeah, he is starting that. And combat shields. So he's going to keep on making units. He is basically just all in here. He's like, no, never mind. I am going to kill you. Just wait. Hold on.
Colossus is on the way, by the way.
One base Colossus, though.
If he gets that out, though, that Terran can't stop it. One base Terran versus one base Protoss. You can't get enough Vikings to deal with it.
Yeah,
unless you flank the Colossus.
Yeah, you basically have to rely on your Marauder count and spread it and hope that you can kill it with your Marauders, with your Marines, because as you were saying, it's too economy heavy to really go Viking verse it in this situation.
Well, the other situation too is that when Terran stims, he's losing HP, and then you can only make hold that thought. I'll mention that in a minute because I think we might have an engagement drop moving out here. All right, we have a lull in here. Looks like the point I want to make is that you can't make medevacs and dropships at the same time.
Medevacs and Vikings.
Medevacs and Vikings, excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay, Tasteless.
I played too much StarCraft I in my life.
And that Colossus is out. There it is. Pretty fearsome. And
Gilja's like, oh no.
Realizes he needs stalkers just in case there are Vikings. There's not going to be enough. And here he goes. He's targeting those Immortals, as you see. He needs to get rid of those high damage from them. And now he's going to dance back and start to funnel those Zealots down. And this is actually looking totally fine for Gilja. He's killing a lot of units, but beautiful force fields right there. That is a saving grace. He had good surface area, but now with his units split up, he's in a lot of trouble. And here comes the Colossus, breaking through those force fields. Very few units left, and it looks like this is not going to be something Gilja can stop.
Wow, the second Colossus is here. He's entered the location where the production facilities are, the barracks. That's it. GG.
You know, I got to hand it to Next Genius there.
That was so good.
Next Genius, man, his force fields are something else. He goes into a situation, I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. And then just lays down perfect force fields.
Yeah.
Trap those Marauders down at the bottom of his alternate entrance to his main base. And then when he walked up, suddenly it looked like Gilja had this really nice arc going on. I was like, ooh, this is a scary position to be in because the Colossus really needs stuff clumped up a little bit more. So he laid the force fields just right, carving out a few of the units, let his Zealots actually kill those units instead of just be kited. And the rest is history, man. He just walked right over him after those force fields. So great moves by Next Genius. Gilja gonna have to do better than a random all-in against a BlizzCon world champion.
Yeah, no kidding. I think if he had played in a more stable game, the game could look different. Of course, it is Blistering Sands. That's a pretty tough map to win on. So, maybe we'll see something better from Gilja. I know he hasn't played too much StarCraft II. He wasn't one of these guys like Maka Prime who was playing during the beta. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see a better game from him. But so far, Next Genius, I think, is the favorite. We're going to go to game number 2, so get ready.